A giant warrior stood nearly 10 feet tall. For 40 days, he walked onto the battlefield and issued the same challenge. Send me a man to fight. If he defeats me, we will serve you. But if I defeat him, you will serve us. Day after day, the challenge echoed across the valley, and day after day, nobody stepped forward. His name was Goliath, a champion of the Philistines, covered in bronze armor, armed with a massive spear, a warrior who seemed impossible to defeat. Even the soldiers of Israel were terrified. Even King Saul refused to fight. Then, a shepherd arrived. Not a soldier, not a warrior, a shepherd. His name was David. He had come to the battlefield for a simple reason: to deliver food to his brothers. But when he heard Goliath's challenge, he was shocked. Why was nobody willing to fight? Why was an entire army afraid of one man? David volunteered immediately. The response was almost laughter. He was too young, too small, too inexperienced. Goliath had been a warrior since his youth. David was a shepherd. But David insisted. He explained that he had protected his sheep from lions and bears. If God had delivered him from those dangers, God could deliver him from Goliath as well. Eventually, Saul agreed. He offered David his armor, but David couldn't move comfortably in it. The armor was too heavy, too unfamiliar. So David removed it. No sword, no shield, no armor. Instead, he picked up 5 smooth stones from a nearby stream and carried only his sling. When Goliath saw David approaching, he was furious. He looked at the young shepherd and mocked him. Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks? To Goliath, the battle was already over. How could a boy defeat a giant? But David saw the situation differently. He declared that the battle belonged to the Lord. Then he ran toward the giant, not away from him, toward him. The armies watched in silence. David reached into his pouch, placed a stone into his sling, and released it. The stone flew across the battlefield, straight toward Goliath. It struck the giant in the forehead. Goliath stumbled, lost his balance, and fell face first to the ground. The giant nobody could defeat was defeated, not by a sword, not by an army, but by a single stone. The Philistine army watched in shock. Their champion was gone. Panic spread through their ranks, and they fled. What began as a battle between 2 men became a victory for an entire nation. For thousands of years, the story of David and Goliath has inspired people around the world. Many see it as a story about courage. Others see it as a lesson about faith. But one mystery remains. Why did David choose 5 stones when he only needed 1? Was it preparation? Confidence? Or is there more to the story than most people realize? This is Divine and Beyond, and some victories begin where logic ends.